Okay, hello everyone. This is Kashif Kamran, and I welcome you all to the AAA Smart course for exams in 2021. This Smart course is ideally designed not just for September 2021 exams, but even for December 2021 exams. Now, this is a very important session today because this session will guide you about the orientation of this Smart course. And if you have any questions in your mindset, which is not which is confusing you about this course, then this session will be of interest to you. Let's unfold the AAA Smart course for September and December 2021 exams. Now, I have already been introduced by Civic College and really honored for that, for such a nice word and an introduction, but still want to shed some light on my overall profile as a tutor. I am a fellow chartered certified accountant. I have a certificate in international auditing and a CA finalist from ICAP. In terms of my teaching experience, it's been a 14 plus years of teaching experience, and my specialization is in the AA, AAA, and the SPL paper. I'm also a registered mentor for Oxford Brookes University. I am currently affiliated with the Tabani School of Accountancy, which is an approved platinum learning provider in Karachi, Pakistan, with PAC, which is a gold approved learning provider in Lahore, Pakistan, and recently collaborated with Civic College in India. I also heads my online teaching platform, which is the Online Lecturer Academy, known as OLA. I have conducted 12 AAA ACCA webinars with ACCA Pakistan, and my pass rates are above the global P7 average. Now, with all that experience, I would like to share with all of you the Smart course. So let's understand what this Smart course is all about. You can follow me on social media. I am on Facebook. I have a dedicated Facebook page for AAA. You can see the very first link on your screen, which is facebook.com/AAA by KK. That's a dedicated page for all you need to know about AAA. I have my own page, which is kashifkamran.kk on the Facebook. You can also follow that. I am on Instagram. You can see the link of that. I am on LinkedIn. My YouTube channel is very important for all students appearing for AAA because I keep uploading videos and information about the AAA paper on my YouTube channel. You can email me anytime at my email ID kashifkamran@gmail.com, and you can WhatsApp me for any queries at my WhatsApp number given. So that's how you can follow me as a tutor. Now, moving on towards high achievers, lots of my students in the last many years have produced excellent results, not just from Pakistan, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, but even from the rest of the world. Now, lots of students have connected with me through the ACCA webinars, and that have increased my global audience and my global connectivity with students around the world. Students in Pakistan who gets to interact with me through physical platforms have produced excellent results even. So you can see the screen on the left and the right, which have excellent students from different parts of the world and have produced excellent results in last many years. And you will be one of them when you're taking this September 2021 course, the Smart course. Okay, now come to the agenda. A deep look inside the AAA paper. Now that's very important. That's where the orientation session is, and that's where I need to spend my time on, and that's where you need to focus on. A deep look inside the AAA paper, exactly knowing what the AAA paper is, because that only will help you realize how important this Smart course is and what exactly the Smart course will provide you as a student. So let's open a deep look inside the AAA paper. Now, first of all, when you're preparing yourself for the AAA paper, there are two knowledge inputs. Number one, you need the knowledge input coming from the AA paper, which is the F8 paper. And then you need the knowledge input coming from the SBR paper. That's very important. I need to spend some time here. I always recommend my students that they should opt for SBR before the AAA paper. That's very important. Now that's the right combination. Every time, whenever you sit for a AAA paper, SPR should be before the AAA paper, and the gap between the SPR and the AAA should be less. So in one exam sitting, if you sat for SPR, in the immediate next exam sitting, you're sitting for the AAA paper. The gap has to be less. You can also sit for SBR and AAA together because that's excellent. Now, the importance of the financial reporting standards in the AAA paper, I'll make you realize that in the next 10 to 15 minutes, but you will be amazed to know how important, how significant is the financial reporting knowledge when it comes to the AAA paper. And you cannot just expect that the financial reporting knowledge is given to you in a AAA class, because when you look at the ACCA structure, you're coming from the financial reporting paper, the FR paper, then you're coming from the SBR paper towards the AAA paper. So it is presumed, or it is implied, or this is something inherent, that a student have a good financial reporting knowledge when the student comes to the optional paper, and particularly when the student comes to the AAA paper. So the importance of SPR, the importance of financial reporting, and what is the contribution of that in the AAA paper, I'll be putting more emphasis on that shortly. But there are two inputs which are very, very important, the AA and the SPR. Now, if you are technically strong in AA, and if you're technically strong in your financial reporting knowledge, both together is the success in the AAA paper. Because honestly, the syllabus you do in the AAA paper is not very different from the syllabus you do in the AA paper. It's only the maturity level. It's only the role that you are playing in a case study in the AAA paper. The maturity level of the case study is different. The requirements are different. And your role being a manager in the AAA paper is different. In the AA paper, you used to be a junior or a senior, but in the AAA paper, you are a manager. And then that's very important, right? To realize your duty and to realize your responsibilities in the AAA paper when you are delivering knowledge, or when you're applying knowledge in the AAA paper. Now let's unfold more and come back to the SPR and the importance of that in the AAA paper. Okay, the paper format. Now, if you can just drop in the WhatsApp group, can you all listen to me carefully? And my voice and video is getting through to all of you. If you can just drop that now on the WhatsApp group, the class WhatsApp group, right? Okay, now the paper format, right? Now, in terms of the paper format, which is very, very important for all of you to understand, is that the paper format and how the SMART course will be helping you, it's very important. There are 3 questions, right, in the AAA paper, and all of them are compulsory. So there is no choice, number 1. Number 2, when you look at these 3 questions, right, in the section A of the paper, you have 1 question, which is worth 50 marks. And in the section B, then you have 2 questions, question 2 and question 3, each worth 25 marks. Now, in total, 3 questions, and the stipulated time you have is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Now, that's not a difficult task. That's quite an easy task to do. So is a very easy task to do, that you have 3 compulsory questions to be done in 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'll be shedding light on the time management, but look at the paper format. It's a pretty simple looking paper format. 1 question worth 50 marks, followed by 2 questions worth 25 marks each. How these questions impact upon your success, and how the SMART course will be helping you with the 50 marks case study, and then with the 225 marks case study, that's very, very important, where I will be putting more emphasis shortly. Now, when you look at this paper format with 3 questions and all compulsory, let's look at the syllabus and let's see how the syllabus connects with the 3 questions. Is there any rule of thumb which the AAA examiner follow, or the AAA examining team follow, when they set the 3 questions and they link the 3 questions with the syllabus? So let's first have an overview of the syllabus that will help us to understand exactly how the syllabus connects with the paper format. And then I'll come back to the time management, because that's a big issue in the AAA paper, that even though you have 3 questions and approximately you have 3 hours to do it, but still students run out of time. Let's find solutions to that shortly. Okay, moving on. Now, when you look at the AAA syllabus, it's not a big syllabus. There are 7 syllabus areas, which you can see right in front of your screen alphabetically from A to G. The 7 syllabus areas, and that's how ACCA alphabetically referred them as A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You can look at the titles of these syllabus areas. The syllabus area A is the regulatory environment. The syllabus area B is ethical and professional issues. C is practice management and quality control. D is planning and audit of the historical financial statements. E is completion and reporting. F is other assignments, and G is current issue. So that's not a big syllabus, just 7 syllabus areas from which the paper is developed, and the paper have 3 questions to be attempted. Now, I always tell my students, and those who have studied from me realize this, that the AAA paper is not a difficult paper to pass. It's a challenging paper to pass. It's not difficult. And you will realize in the next 60 hours that this is not a difficult paper. It only needs the right techniques. It only needs the right tips. It only needs the right approach, which you have to follow. And if you follow the tips, techniques, and approach given to you by your tutor, this is a very, very interesting paper. This is a paper which you can pass in the very first exam sitting, but you can make it difficult if you follow a bad approach. You can make it difficult if you follow the wrong approach towards attempting the AAA paper. So technically, there are just 7 syllabus areas, right? And around these 7 syllabus areas, we have 3 questions, right? So that's very, very important. Okay, now moving onwards from the syllabus areas and how they contribute to your success, we'll be coming back to that later. Look at this now. This is the most important thing all of you needs to focus on. And just one confirmation, if you can drop that in the chat box, that my voice and video is getting through to all of you. If few of you can just put that message in the chat box, will be great before I move on to a very important part here, syllabus versus the AAA paper. Okay, that's very good. Thank you. So let's come back focusing on the syllabus versus the AAA paper. Thank you. Okay, now when I look at the syllabus versus the AAA paper, you need to realize one thing, that when you look at the syllabus versus this paper, there is a section A, which I was just telling you. The section A consists of 150 marks case study. So you have one question, but that one question is worth 50 marks. Now, when you look at the section A, and you look at the section A, which is a question number 1, the syllabus area D, which is planning and the audit of the historical financial statement. That is the syllabus area D. The syllabus area D is a default area for question number 1. You will never see the syllabus area D being tested in any other question. So for question number 1, the default syllabus area is syllabus area D. So syllabus area D is a default syllabus area for question number 1, because question number 1 is set at the planning stage of the audit. So being set at the planning stage of the audit, the syllabus area D comes in the question number 1, right? So D is a very focused syllabus area because that makes the question number 1. So that's an important syllabus area. Now just realize for a minute, D is a syllabus area which you do in the AA paper, planning and the audit of the historical financial statement, the audit procedures and planning, the audit risk, the risk assessment. These are all areas you do in the AA paper. You cannot deny that, right? If you can answer to my question, do you do areas like audit risk, planning, audit procedures in the AA paper? And that's exactly what is in the D syllabus area, right? And the D syllabus area is in the question number 1. So that's very easy. That's very important area of the syllabus, right? Thank you for the feedback. Move on. Section B. Now, I've just mentioned that section B consists of 2 questions, right? The question number 2 and the question number 3. Now, syllabus area E and F will come in section B only. Syllabus area E, completion and reporting, and syllabus area F, other assignment, will only come in section B. Can it come in section A? No. Can it come elsewhere? No. So syllabus area E and F are blocked, are locked. Section B. Can you find a AAA paper and can you find a question number 1 of the AAA paper where syllabus area E was tested? Never. Can you find a AAA paper where syllabus area F was tested in the question number 1? Never. So where will the syllabus area E and F be tested? In the section number B, where you have a question number 2 and a question number 3. So look at the syllabus areas. How many syllabus areas we have in total? Can you quickly respond to my query? How many syllabus areas we have in total? We have 7 syllabus areas, right? Now, out of the 7 syllabus areas, how many syllabus areas have been blocked now? How many syllabus areas have been locked? 3. Okay, that's wonderful. 1 of them has gone to question number 1 and 2 of them has gone to the section number B. Now you exactly know that these are the 3 important syllabus areas where you need to spend a lot of time. These are 3 important syllabus areas where we need to spend a lot of time because this can really contribute to our success heavily. Now, what about the other syllabus areas? What about the remaining 4 syllabus areas? The section A has been done. The section B has been done. Now, what about the 4 remaining syllabus areas? Now look at my screen on the right-hand side. The syllabus area A, the syllabus area B, and the syllabus area C can be tested anywhere in the paper. So that means these are the most flexible syllabus areas. I hope you all agree with me. These are the most flexible syllabus areas because they can come in the question number 1, they can come in the question number 2, they can even come in the question number 3. They are the most flexible syllabus areas. Do you all agree with this? These are the most flexible syllabus areas, right? So they can come anywhere in the paper. Can you find ABC in the question number 1? Yes. Can you find them in section B? Yes. So these are the most flexible syllabus areas. Now look at the final syllabus area, which is the syllabus area G. The syllabus area G is about the current issues. And when you look at the syllabus area G, which is about the current issue, look at what I have written under the current issue. Only when an examiner writes an article. So will you get current issues every time? No. I have seen current issues coming so rarely in the AAA paper. In the last 10 years, they might have come just 4 times, max 5 times in the last 10 years. Even in the last 5 years, they must have come just 2 times, 3 times. This is not every time that the current issue comes in March, the current issue comes in June, the current issue comes in September, and the current issue comes in December. No, not at all. So current issue only comes when an examining team writes an article. Now you have exams in September, right? Now, suppose an examining team writes an article on a current issue in the next month or in the month of August, then that will become important. If you're appearing for exams in December and the examining team writes an article in July, August, September, October, November, it will become important for December exams. So if any new article comes in, I'll update you. If any new article comes on the syllabus area G, I'll update you and I'll do a live class with you on that, right? So don't worry about it. But is current issue a regular feature? Is current issue coming in every exam sitting? Should we be worried about it? And the good thing is it only comes when an examiner writes an article and the article comes to the exam paper. It's so easy, right? It's so easy that examiner tests the knowledge of the article in the exam setting. So if we minus the current issues, which is not a regular feature, how many syllabus areas are we left with? Can you quickly respond to it? How many syllabus areas are we left with if we minus the current issues? Just 6. Is that clear to all of you? So is current issue something worrying? No, current issue is not worrying, right? So out of the 6 syllabus areas, how many syllabus areas are blocked? How many syllabus areas are sure to come in section A and section B? 3. That's 50%. And the remaining 50% is open. They can be tested anywhere in the paper. Is that clear to all of you? Is everyone clear with the syllabus versus the AAA paper? Right? So are you getting a clear picture of the AAA, everyone? That's great. That's wonderful, right? Now comes to an important thing. Now, once you know what comes in section A, and once you know what comes in section B, and you know what can be tested anywhere in the paper, and you know the current issues. You know the current issues will only come when an examining team writes an article, right? Now, knowing all that, let's see how the SMART course helps you out with all this. Now let's take a jump. Now look at this. Look at this very carefully, and I'll ask you a question. If you have read the PDF I have shared with all of you prior to joining the SMART course, if you've read that carefully, this SMART course is developed over 60 hours, right? Now, when you look at the syllabus, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the syllabus area A, I'll not be covering that in my SMART course because that's the knowledge area. That's the miscellaneous area. That's the least important area of the syllabus. But what will I do? I will be sharing my pre-recorded lectures, which is approximately 15 hours roughly, with all of you. Now, these 15 hours are extra. This is not part of the 60 hours, right? So that means the total course is 60 hours plus 15 hours. That's like 75 hours. I hope you read the PDF very, very carefully. Do you all agree with me in the chat box? So the syllabus area A is not to be covered in the SMART course. I hope you've read that before in the PDF. Yes or no? Can you respond through a chat box? Thank you. Thank you for confirming that, because that was nothing concealed from you, right? That was nothing hidden from you. That was given to you transparently before you join in. Now, how many lecture hours will you be getting for syllabus area A? 15 recorded hours. And you will go through the syllabus area A. You will watch the syllabus area A because it's a miscellaneous syllabus area. It's a knowledge syllabus area. And it's most of the syllabus area is coming from the AA knowledge. So I will not be spending time on the SMART course. SMART means focused. Now, when you look at the syllabus area B, C, D, E, F, all of that will be covered in the SMART course. All of that will be covered in the SMART course in 60 hours. Now, that's important. And current issues, only if applicable. If a new article comes in, I'll do a lecture on that. But if a new article doesn't comes in before we wind up the course, then no lecture on that. If after the course has been winded and a new article comes in, then I'll record a lecture and share that with you. Nothing to worry about. So is that structure of SMART course connected with syllabus clear to all of you? If you can respond in the chat box. So is SMART course covering the substantial part of the syllabus? I hope you have mitigated your fear. I hope you have mitigated your concerns, but how many hours? 60. So we need to be very fast. It's not like a very slow course where we spend 100 hours or 120 hours. It's a SMART course. I think you've read the PDF. It's for intelligent students. It's for fast learners. It's for creative thinkers. It's for students who are not rote learn students. This is a student who love to apply rather than love to rote learn. I hope you read the objective of the SMART course. So I believe all of you are fast learners, or you are repeating the AAA paper, or you are very intelligent learners. You're very intelligent thinkers. You love to apply rather than you love to rote learn. I hope all of these students are in my SMART course today, right? So this is the SMART course. And the word SMART means not focusing on immaterial things, not focusing on unnecessary things, not focusing on things which waste time. SMART means focused on core, focused on important, focused on material, focused on something which makes the 100 marks paper, rather than wasting our time discussing petty things, small things, which is just dragging the syllabus and of no use. Is that clear to all of you? What is the literal meaning of the word smart? So we have to be smart, right? We have to be smart to pass the AAA paper. We have to be smart to get through the AAA paper, not just spending time on something which is unnecessary rather than spending time on something which will not help us pass the paper, spending time on something which doesn't contribute to the AAA paper. That's very, very important. So is everyone sound and clear with the orientation so far? Getting the message, everyone? Okay, so and how it has been so far? Are you really enjoying these live sessions? Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, now let's moving towards few of the last aspects before I drill something out with you and I explain something to you in a more broader context, which is very, very important, right? Now, knowing the paper format, knowing the syllabus, knowing how the syllabus connects with the SMART course and what is the literal meaning and literal objective of the SMART course, let's move on and start to see the SMART course. Now, the SMART course covers the core aspects of AAA. Syllabus area B, C, D, E, F. G only if available. So how many core areas will be covered in the SMART course minus the current issues? Can anyone answer? How many core areas we will be covering in the SMART course minus the syllabus area G and syllabus area A? Very good answers, 5. So 5 core areas in how much hours? 5 core areas in how much hours? Approximately 60 hours. It might be 65, but 60 is the definite target here. Practice is the key. Practice is the key to success. My 60 hours will focus on giving you the techniques to solve a past paper, marking schemes, how you read, how you write, how you solve, because that's the most rigorous part of this course. You cannot pass the AAA paper just with knowledge, just with the knowledge. To pass the AAA paper, you need rigorous amount of practice. Rigorous amount of practice, and that's the core phenomena of the AAA paper. That's the most essential part of the AAA paper, practice. So a lot of students had a fear factor that will the 60 hours includes practice, and I was amazed looking at the student questions that how can a course omit practice, because practice is the success factor in the AAA paper. I hope you're all clear on that. Marking scheme. That's my most important thing. I even do in my webinars with ACCA. Marking scheme, telling you the marking scheme. Where will you get 0.5 marks? Where will you get 1 mark? Where will you get 2 marks in the AAA paper? In which syllabus areas the marking scheme is 1? In which syllabus areas the marking scheme is 2? Because that's very important. If you don't know the marking scheme, you might write less. Agree? If you don't know the marking scheme, you might even write less. Agree? All of you? Answers? Definitely yes, right? And if you don't know the marking scheme, can you write more? Can you write more? And that more is very risky because you will not complete the paper. And you come out of the exam center and you will say, oh, this is a very, very lengthy paper. This is not a lengthy paper. The student community make it lengthy. So marking schemes, that's another very focal point of my SMART course. So we're just focusing on smart things, right? Assignment checking by the tutor. That's my most unique selling point of every course I do, whether that is a SMART course or any course of AAA I offer. Checking. A lot of students ask me, will you do a mock paper? I'll say no, because throughout the course, you have an opportunity as a student to email me as many questions you solve at home, and you email me and I'll respond within 48 hours to you, giving you a constructive feedback about what was good and what was bad. And that assignment checking, one student might email me 50 times during the tenure of the course. One student might do 30 times, 20 times. It's all I'm not putting any limit of assignments, right? This is no limits. You want to email me 50 times, email me 50 times. You can do past papers and email me 48 hours or even if I'm busy, 72 hours, you get reply. Constructive feedback, not 5 out of 10, now not 6 out of 10. Marks, useless. Feedback, constructive feedback, that will help you pass, because marks can be subjective. I say, okay, you got 6 marks out of 10. You might be happy, but you don't know where were you wrong. But in the constructive feedback, you exactly know your strengths and your weaknesses. So there is no mock exam, right? But assignments, mock is one, right? Assignments can be 30, 40, 50, as many as you want to do. Once I get to the live course, I'll be giving you assignments. And even beyond assignments, you do any past paper, you can get it checked by me. Is that important? Is that clear, everyone? Do you believe bullet number 4 is very, very important? Do you believe bullet number 4 eliminates the need of a mock exam? And can you look at my email ID where you have to email me the assignments? Have everyone noted it down? Because till the time your script is reviewed by a tutor, then that's good. But if your script is not reviewed by the tutor, how would you know, will I pass, will I fail? So you need to have a constructive feedback from the tutor. And that's a very, very important part of my syllabus, right? Of my course. I need to dedicate time to it. And I personally check every email. And that's the reason it takes time, like 48 hours to 72 hours, because at times I'm busy with the live classes. I'm busy with my other assignments. But I have a dedicated email ID, which I check myself. I don't have any teacher assistant. I don't have any support staff, because I want to look at your work myself. I cannot rely on anyone, delegating it to anyone, trusting anyone here. This is my own responsibility here as a tutor. So even if I get you, even if you get a reply after 3 days, but that's from me, that's from myself as a tutor. I hope you acknowledge that. And I hope that's the confidence booster of this SMART course. Is everyone clear? Okay, moving on. Techniques. I hope you watch me on my webinars I do for ACCA. My focal point as the tutor over the last many years, and something which has given me success in the AAA paper, is my techniques. Again, I'm repeating my words. It's not a difficult paper, it's a challenging paper. And to overcome the challenge, you need to know the techniques to pass the AAA paper. And I'll be giving you that over the next 60 hours. Techniques, tips. I'll be giving you tips, the final tips, do's and don'ts. Okay, this is the do's, this is the don'ts. I'll be giving you the final tips even when I wrap up the course. I'll be giving you tips topic by topic. So topic by topic, do's, don'ts, and you note them down carefully, because that will really help you to shine and to sparkle when the result comes out. Okay, is that clear to all of you what the SMART course is? What is the focal point of the SMART course? So are you regretting your decision of joining the SMART course, or are you happy joining the SMART course? Tell me, are you regretting or are you happy? I know this is very subjective, a tutor asking you directly, and you will never reply. You will never reply to a tutor regret. It's quite biased, it's quite subjective, but still I believe you must be happy joining this course, because it's giving you so much in 60 hours. Okay, that's very good. Some of the students are very happy. That's amazing. Okay. Now, a few of the last things. When I look at the AAA Smart course, I've already made very clear that I will not be covering the block 1. So a big cross on block 1. And against the block 1, I'll give you 15 hours of recorded lectures. I hope you all heard that. But the red area is the one I do in Smart course. Now, I will be covering syllabus area B, C, D, E, F. I just mentioned that, right? In my SMART course. But look at these words here, block, 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 block. When I deliver presentation, or when I formulate my AAA course since last many years, I have divided the AAA course into 4 blocks, and the blocks help you to learn. Now, one block is the block 1, which I refer as a knowledge block, right? Then there is a block 2, then there is a block 3, and then there is a block 4. So you have to prepare 4 blocks to get to success. Now, one block is pre-recorded, and the 3 blocks are to be delivered. Now, every block has an importance, and every block has its own unique do's and don'ts, which I will be guiding you. So I have split my presentation. I have split my course into 4 blocks. Will that make your life easier? That okay, I have done the 2 blocks, I've done the 3 blocks, I've done the 4 block, and every block has its own challenges. Every block has a syllabus area. Every block has its do's and don'ts. Now, the block 1 covers the syllabus area A, which is pre-recorded. The block 2 covers the syllabus area B and C. The block 3 covers the syllabus area D and E, and the block 4 covers the syllabus area F. So will you all remember these blocks? Will you know exactly which block covers which syllabus areas? Will you recall in future? So the blocks help you learn the syllabus. So every block is a learning block. Every block is a building block towards your success. So 4 blocks get together, that comes to completion of syllabus. 4 blocks comes together, and that's your success, right? So I hope you understand the literal meaning of the blocks. You need to connect these blocks and come to success. So that's how the syllabus is structured. So when I deliver my presentation from Saturday, I'll be saying, okay, let's start with block 2. So don't get worried, block 2. Will all of you remember what block 2 is, block 3 is, block 4 is? So I'll be using the terminologies block. So block is important here, right? Okay, so that's the perspective, right? You need to go through this orientation session. Now look at the pass rates. Now, looking at the syllabus, looking at the SMART course, looking at what will you get out of the SMART course, be prepared for the challenge. This is the challenge in front of your screen. This is the challenge in front of your screen. The global pass rate of the AAA paper is of the last 5 exam settings is in front of your screen. On average, just a 32% passing rate. This is global. This is the challenge, and you need to follow your tutor. You need to follow the right strategy given to you by the tutor, because that will help you pass. So look at the challenge. I don't want to give you an optimism here that my passing rates are more than this. That's the reason you're joining this course. But you need to face the challenge. You need to face the reality. You need to face the reality that 1/3 students pass the AAA paper globally. So will you want to be among the 1/3 students? Will you aim for the 1/3 students? Will you be among the 1/3 students? Definitely. And to be among the 1/3 student who passed the AAA paper, you need to follow my instructions, my guidance, my techniques, my tips. And will you email me assignments? Will you email me regular assignments, getting your work checked? Will you all do that? So do you all make me a promise that you will be among the 1/3? Will you all make me the promise that some of you will be among the place winners? Some of you will be among the one who get positions from different parts of the world. So will you aim for that? You need to keep your aims high. You need to keep your aims high. You're not just aiming at 50 marks here, right? You're not aiming at 50 marks. You're aiming at becoming a place winner. You're aiming at being among the 1/3 students globally who pass the AAA paper. Then that's very, very important. So is everyone prepared for this challenge, taking on this challenge, and having the optimism to be among the 1/3 students who pass this paper? That's very good. That's very good. That's excellent. Okay, let's move on to the other challenging part. Reasons for failing in the AAA paper. Now that's very important. Why students fail in the AAA paper? Why only 1/3 students globally pass this paper and the rest fail? Are there any logical reasons for that? Now, over years since I'm teaching this AAA paper, I found a summary of reasons. I found the summary of main reasons why students fail, rather than giving you a long list of 50 reasons and 100 reasons why students fail. No, this is a SMART course, right? We need to focus on the SMART reasons why students fail in the AAA paper. Let's find out the most important one, and let's discuss the most important one with you in this course today. Number 1, weak in financial reporting knowledge. Weak in financial reporting knowledge. Now understand, you must have done your SBR paper prior to AAA. That's number 1. or you must be doing your SPR paper with AAA in September or December. That's number 2. Excellent, excellent. Now, if any one of you has done the SPR paper with a substantial gap, or any one of you have opted in the AAA paper but have not done the SPR paper, how would you go about revising the knowledge? How would you go about ensuring that you have the sound financial reporting knowledge needed for the AAA paper? Now, remember one thing, this financial reporting knowledge is only needed in one block, which is the block 3 of my syllabus. And the block 3 covers the syllabus area D and syllabus area E. So out of the 7 syllabus areas, just in 2 syllabus areas, you need the knowledge, you need the financial reporting knowledge. You don't need the financial reporting knowledge for syllabus area A, B, C. You don't need the financial reporting knowledge for syllabus area F. You only need the financial reporting knowledge for block 3. Is that clear to everyone? So in order to be good in block 3, which comes very later in my course, you need to have a sound financial reporting knowledge, because a weak financial reporting knowledge will fail you. Now, from where will you get the financial reporting knowledge? What are sources to get the financial reporting knowledge? Let me show you that. Just give me 1 minute. If I can put that in front of your screen, and I can just share that with you. Okay, can all of you see a Word file in front of you on the screen now? Can you confirm that? Can all of you see a Word file in front of your screen? Okay, that's good. Okay, now this Word file I will be sharing with you, right? This is part of the course. Everything I write on the Word file, you will be getting that. So nothing to worry about, right? Now see, this is my Word file for the Smart course. Everything I write on this Word file, I'll give this to you. You take a printout and they start becoming your notes. Now, by the end of this course, this Word file might be 100+ pages. And at the end of every class, I'll share this Word file with you. So you take a printout and maintain your notes. So this will become an excellent source of notes for you, right? Now, few things which I will be discussing today with you in this session. If I just scroll down first, financial reporting standards. I've put some hyperlinks for financial reporting standards. There is a YouTube channel by the name of IFRS Box. I've given the hyperlink. So once you get this Word file, you can just explore this YouTube channel. This is an excellent YouTube channel, which provides you amazing videos on the revision of the financial reporting standard. And as a tutor, I recommend this. Now, if I can just show you that channel as well in front of your screen, that would be good. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, can you see this YouTube channel in front of your screen, everyone? The CPD box. This is the hyperlink I've shared with you, right? On the Word file. Can all of you see this? It has loads and loads of videos about the financial reporting standards, and they're just summaries like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And the good thing is they give you examples. The good thing is they give you examples which help you understand the financial reporting standards. So it's one of the amazing resource where you can explore the financial reporting standards over the next 2 months. So starting from today till the day of your exam, you can explore CBD box, revise your financial reporting standard. Now, if someone of you is very good, no need to go to CBD box. If you have given SPR recently, or you are appearing for SPR in September, no need to look into CBD box because you have excellent knowledge. This is for only those students who have forgot their knowledge or who have given the SPR 6 months ago or 1 year ago and they want a revision. But if you believe I know everything, no need to spend time on CBD box, please. Which student will look at the CBD box? The one who is weaker. But if any one of you is stronger, you know the SPR, you know the financial reporting, no need to spend time on it, right? Honestly, no need to spend time on it. Be smart because that's the smart course, right? So I hope all of you can see that on your screen, the CBD box. And I've shared that link with all of you on the Word file. That's very, very important to look at too. Okay, back to the Word file on the screen. So please explore these links I've shared here for financial reporting standards, which will help you do the preparation for the financial reporting standards. Now, if you don't want to explore these links, then if you're following the Kaplan book or you're following the BPP book, whichever, if you want to follow that. In the last chapter of the BPP book and the last chapter of the Kaplan book is about the financial reporting revision. It's about the financial reporting standard. So you can also explore that. So if you are a very bookish student, then the last chapter of the Kaplan book or the last chapter of the BPP book is about the financial reporting revision. That's also wonderful. So if you don't want to go to the YouTube channel and you want to play the video and you think, oh, that's a waste of time. I am a very bookish student. I read books. Then for the bookish students, you have options. It's a smart course. You need to judge yourself. You need to be smart. Some of you might say Kaplan. Some of you might say BPP. Some of you might say the YouTube channel. Some of you might say, no, I don't need anything because I've just given the SPR paper. So will you be taking a smart decision, everyone? Where you stand in terms of the financial reporting knowledge, everyone? Can I wait for your replies? Will you take a smart decision what to do? Right? You need to be intelligent because you're taking a smart course. You need to see, where will I spend time on? Will I do financial reporting revision? Will I not do financial reporting revision? It's totally up to you. Okay. Okay, back to the weak financial reporting standards and back to my presentation now, because that's an area I was focusing on prior to coming to the Word file. Okay, just please confirm me. Can all of you see my presentation now in front of the screen? Okay, thank you. So in which particular block we need the financial reporting knowledge? Quick answers. In which particular block we need the financial reporting knowledge? In the block 3 only, syllabus area D&E. Okay, move on. Next reason why we failed: poor time management. Poor time management. The students are so poor when it comes to time management. Reading and planning time and writing time, they're so poor on it. Poor time management. Now, I need to show you the time management. I need to drill the time management with you in this orientation session. I just cannot leave this time management for later sessions to come. Okay, just respond to me. Can you all see the Word file again in front of your screen now? The AAA Smart Course Word file. And I need you to have a calculator with you or your smartphones with you, because I need to do some calculations here, right? Okay, time management. And a poor time management fails you, right? Now, realistically, tell me, in terms of the AAA paper, we have 3 hours and 15 minutes, right? So 3 hours and 15 minutes we have in the AAA paper. That is equal to 195 minutes, right? True? Now, when you have 195 minutes, how many marks you have? You have 195 minutes, you divide that by 100 marks. So that technically means you have 1.95 minutes per mark. Is that right, everyone? Now, when you have 1.95 minutes per mark, you have a question number 1, which is worth 50 marks. And you have a question number 2, which is worth 25 marks. And you have a question number 3, which is worth 25 marks, right? Now, if you have 1.95 minutes, what is the total time you will be spending on the question number 1? Quick answers. Total time, 97.5 minutes. Wonderful, 97.5 minutes. Okay, how much total time will you be spending on the question number 2? 25 multiplied by 1.95? 48.75. Good, very good. And that's exactly the same time you will be spending on the question number 3. The total time is 48.75 minutes. Now, ACCA, and as a tutor myself, this is advice. The advice is 1/4 of the time should be spent on reading and planning. And you will realize this from my 60 hours of syllabus, that how important reading and planning is. We don't do reading and planning. How will we pass? Just by writing an answer? Just by writing an answer, we pass the paper? No. Our reading and planning contributes to a good answer. Our reading and planning contributes to becoming a place winner in AAA paper. ACCA, and even myself as a tutor, I recommend that 1/4 of your time is spent on reading and planning, and definitely 3/4 of your time should be spent on of the time should be spent on writing. I hope you're all clear with this. Now give me an example. 97.5 minutes. How much time should I be spending on reading and planning? What is my reading and planning time for the question number 1? What is the 1/4 of 97.5 minutes? Okay, 24.4 minutes, or rounding off 24 minutes. Okay, and how much is the writing time I have for the first question? How much is the right time for the question number 1? 73 minutes. Okay, just not taking the decimals into, right? 73 minutes. Okay, come to the question number 2. How much reading and planning time I have for the question number 2? Quick. Okay, 12 minutes, because that's a small case study. Okay, and how much is the right time I have for the question number 2 and 3? 37 minutes. Okay, that's good. So, and the same goes to the question number 3 as well. So look at this phenomena. You need to stick to it when you're doing your assignments. Initially, you will take more time, nothing to worry about. Initially, the first time you might do the question number 1, you might take 150 minutes. It will go down, 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 down in 2 months. So first time you do a question, instead of 97.5 minutes, you might take 120 minutes. That's fine. It will go down and down and down till the time you enter the exam hall. So 2 days before, 3 days before the exam, if it comes to 100 minutes, 105 minutes, that's wonderful, because the speed you have in the exam hall is different to the speed you have at home. But will you all stick to this time management here? The question number 1, time management, the question number 2, time management, and the question number 3, time management, and an advice 1/4 and 3/4. So do you exactly know how much time is to be given to question number 1? Do you exactly know how much time is to be given to question number 2 and question number 3? Now listen to me very carefully. Every question has a stipulated time. What is the stipulated time of the question number 1? 97.5 minutes. That's the stipulated time. Now you're doing question number 1 in exam hall, and 97 minutes have ended. Stop. Don't stretch. Don't say, okay, let's spend 10 minutes completed. No, because every extra minute you are spending above 97.5 minutes on the question number 1, you are spoiling the question number 2, and you're spoiling the question number 3. Every extra minute you spend on the question number 1 beyond 97.5 minutes, you might come to a risk of leaving the question number 3 and coming out of the exam hall. Every question contributes to your success, but every question has a stipulated time. What best can you do in the 97.5 minutes? Do it. Listen to me again. What best you can do in 97.5 minutes? Do it. Don't say, let's take another 10 minutes. Don't say, okay, let's take another 20 minutes. No. What best you can do in 97.5 minutes, do it. Even if the question is incomplete, stop. Get to the question number 2. And in the question number 2, you have 48.75 minutes. What best you can do in 48.75 minutes, do it. Even if you leave 6 marks, no issues. Then come to the question number 3. What best you can do in that. Is everyone getting my point here? Overspending time on one question. Overspending time on one question will come to a risk that you might even leave one question incomplete. Every question has an opportunity. Every question has an opportunity. But if you overspend time on one question, answer my question. Every question has an opportunity, right? But if you overspend time on one question, are you grabbing those opportunities which are later in the paper, or are you ignoring those opportunities in the paper? And what is the success formula? Grabbing the opportunities or denying the opportunities? Or do you all believe that all opportunities lies in the first question? Because a lot of time students spend 2 hours on the first question, because those students realize that every opportunity lies in the first question, and even they fail when the result comes out. So do you believe every opportunity is in the first question to pass? No. The opportunity is in the question 2 even, question 3 even. There might be some easy parts, there might be some easy marks in the question number 2 and 3, which might help you pass. So will you overspend time on one question? Answer, Will you overspend time on one question? Will you give every question the due importance? Will you give every question the due importance? Will you give every question its due time? And even if that question is 80% completed, leave it. Come to the next question. Even that question is 80% completed, you've done the best. You've just done 80%, right? Suppose in 97.5 minutes, I am a student, and in 97.5 minutes, I've done 85% of the question number 1. I'll stop. I'll say, okay, that's the best I can do in 97.5 minutes. I cannot do more than that. And I'll jump to the question number 2. Now, when I was doing the question number 2, in the 48.75 minutes, I did 90% of the question number 2, and I'll stop. I'll say, okay, this is the maximum I could have done. And I get to the question number 3. Now, this is how you pass the AAA paper. So do you all agree with this approach? Are you all finding some logics in this approach? Hamad Ali is already finding this approach excellent. He's saying this is the best thing I've learned from this session today. Thank you very much for that. Very much, Hamad Ali, for that. So do you all find logics? Please stick to it, because the problem with students is you guide something and they forget. I hope this is in black and white and this comes to you later in the WhatsApp group. Take a printout and stick to it, right? So no overspendings, right? That's very, very important. Okay, let's go back to my presentation again, because that's what we were discussing before coming to it. A poor time management was a very major concern why we fail the AAA paper. I hope you realize the importance of that. Okay, can you all see the PowerPoint presentation coming again in front of your screen? Confirm that. Okay, thank you very much. So is everyone clear on the poor time management, why we fail? Overspending time on one question, not completing the paper. Okay, next. Not reading requirement carefully. That's what I will do when I start the practice phase of my SMART course. Not reading the requirement carefully. There is so much in the requirement of the AAA paper to understand. There is so much of the comma, and there is so much in the requirement when the examiner says you should not, examiner says you should, and the student ignore it. You have to read the comma, the word and very carefully in the requirement, because the comma breaks the requirement. The word and breaks the requirement. Examiner says you should not, and you do it, you're wrong. Examiner says you should, and you don't do it, you are wrong again. So you have to read the examiner you should, and you have to read the examiner you should not very carefully. So reading the requirement is very, very important, and you will realize that once I start the practice phase with all of you. Is that clear to everyone? So reading the requirement is very, very crucial, because if you don't read the requirement, you might not be answering the requirement very effectively. So reading the requirement is the first important thing to answer the question 100%. So that's critical, and I'll be focusing on that once I start my SMART course. Not linking answer to the case study. As a tutor, this is my most important point I'm discussing with you. Honestly, I have checked so many students in the last 10 years. I've checked loads and loads of assignment every 3 months, March, June, September, December. I have loads and loads of emails coming to me every day, students asking, can you kindly check my work? Honestly, what I find in most of the student answer is that their answer is not connected with the case. If you're not absorbing the case, if you're not connecting your answer with your case, if your answer is not sync with the case, if your answer is not sync with the case, that's a weak answer. If you're writing a generic answer, if you are writing a bookish answer, if you are reproducing the bookish knowledge in the answer, no use, honestly, of no use. You are a manager in the AAA paper, and the manager needs to look at the situation given in the case study. The manager needs to find the answer from the case study and apply that. You need to absorb the case, number one. You need to sync the case, number two. and your answer should be blended with the case. Your answer should be blended with the case. You will pass the paper. But if your answer and case study have a gap, look at this. If your answer and a case study have a gap, you will fail. If your answer and case study is like this, you will pass. And that's the importance of having a video session with you. Have you all understood my non-verbal communication here? If there is a gap between your answer and case study, you will fail. But if that comes down, 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 and your answer and case looks this way, perfect, you pass. Is everyone getting the message? Is everyone getting the message of absorbing, linking, sinking, linking, absorbing? They're all like synonyms. Link, sink, absorb, and you pass. But if you write generic, you try to reproduce the BPB book, you try to reproduce the class knowledge, you try to reproduce the tutor knowledge, no, you will not pass the paper. Honestly, you will not be among the 1/3 students who pass the paper. So to pass the paper, you need to ensure that you link answer. And this is the SMART course, right? Every reason of failure will be mitigated in the SMART course. And I'll be guiding you about how you read, how you write, how you link. But the financial reporting knowledge is your own responsibility, because that is assumed when a student comes to the classroom of AAA, that is coming from SBR to the AAA. So is everyone clear with the reasons for failing the AAA paper? And that's where the focal point will come to when we start the SMART course from Saturday. Okay, final. And I take you to the Word file, and we'll spend the last 15-20 minutes of this orientation now. Lisa Weaver, she's the head examiner, right? She's the head examiner. She's the head examiner who heads the examining team for AAA paper. She has given the success formula for all of you. Now, I'll be silent for 1 minute, and you will read this on the screen. And after you've read, tell me. Now, 1 minute for you. Read this, what is coming in front of your screen. And I'm just muting myself for 1 minute. Read it carefully. Okay, I hope you've all read it. Just confirm that, please. Okay, now let me put a quick analysis. Your examiner, Lisa, she's saying, I want candidates to pass this paper, but still candidates don't want to pass it. 1/3 students pass it because there are top reasons for failing, which we've just discussed. I want candidates who choose to attempt this paper. I want candidates who choose to attempt this paper. This is an optional paper, right? So that means you have taken a decision, you've chosen it, and something you choose, you have interest in it. But interestingly, a lot of time the student just choose the AAA paper because their friend is also doing the AAA paper. No, you need to choose the AAA paper. If you've chosen it, then you need to perform excellently in it. So the Lisa Weaver is saying, if you choose to attempt this paper to base their decision on understanding of the core components. Core components. What are core components? Syllabus area B, syllabus area C, D, E, and F. Will all of it be covered in the SMART course? Minus the syllabus area A, which you will get as pre-recorded, and G, if only a current issue comes in. Core syllabus. And how it will be tested. Have I guided you how the core syllabus will be tested? What comes in the question number 1, what comes in question number 2, and what comes in question number 3? Have I guided you all about that? If you can drop your message in the chat box. Right? So how it will be tested. What comes in question number 1? What comes in section B? Have I guided you that? So this is what Lisa Weaver is telling you. Next, move on. She's saying candidates who have practiced plenty of the past questions. Practice plenty. That's the key focus point of my syllabus, my SMART course. Plenty of practice from my side, and then assignments from your side. Practice plenty. Now, what is the definition of practice plenty? I just need to be very clear on this. Even I might take 5 extra more minutes here, but I just need to be very, very careful here because students are so illogical when it comes to practice plenty. I hope you can see my screen Word file again. And in the Word file again, I just need to focus on this phenomena of practice plenty. And the student thinks practice plenty means all the questions of the revision kit. Practice plenty means 100 questions. No, to me, practice plenty is not that. To me, practice plenty is quality. Quality of quality, not quantity. Quality, not quantity versus quantity. The student runs after quantity. I've done the whole revision kit. You still fail. I've done 100 questions. You still fail. I've seen so many students who have done BPP revision kit and Kaplan revision kit, and they still fail badly in the AAA paper. I've seen students who have done hundreds of questions, they still fail because you're going after quantity. Because you say, Lisa Weaver says, practice plenty, but you're not reading the mindset of Lisa Weaver. Practice plenty over here means the quality, and quality is that first of all, you need to focus on the recent papers. You're appearing for 2021 exams. You cannot do old papers like 2010, 2009, 2008. Recent papers should be your first priority. And what are recent papers? The recent papers are from September 18, when the format of the paper was changed, and September 18 up to the last paper, I think, which is uploaded is September, December 2020. Recent papers, first priority. Recent. If any one of you attempt every single question from the recent paper, you will pass the AAA paper. That's quality. You're appearing for 2021 exam. What is the value of a 2011 past paper? Tell me. You're appearing for 2021 exam. What is the value of 2012 past paper? Useless. Paper has changed, format have changed, maturity level have changed. But if any student do the recent papers, you will pass. You think, oh no, that's less. Then your second priority. Your second priority is for exams. Sorry, your second priority is for exams from 2015 to 2018. That's your second priority. I will not prefer you that you go beyond 2015, even if you want to go to the second priority. Is everyone getting this message clear? This is quality, right? To me, the quality is the first priority, right? As a tutor, if you ask me. But I know students will say, oh, it's so less. So for those students who say so less, that means you're not a smart student. You're not a smart thinker. And for those students who say, oh, so less, I think the tutor is mistaken here. So less. For those students, you have the second priority. Is that clear to everyone? So you need to choose whether you are a first priority student or you are a first plus a second priority student, because a SMART course means you need to take a decision. Decision is yours. Is everyone clear on this practice plenty phenomena? Waiting for your answers. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's move back to the presentation I was running for one final time. Can all of you see the presentation again in front of your screen? Please do confirm that. Okay, thank you. So practice plenty of the past exam questions and who have spent time to read around the syllabus. Read around the syllabus. Is Lisa Weaver telling you to read through the syllabus? No, she's saying read around. Around means holistic. Around means a summary. See, if you spend too much time on reading the books, you will not pass the AAA paper. AAA is passed with techniques, tips, practice, and a SMART course. 60 hours and you're prepared. AAA is not passed with BPP book, and you're reading through a BPP book and you're reading and reading and reading and reading, and you say, oh, it's already the 20th of August, and I've just completed reading the book. What should I do in the 10 days? It's better you prepare for December exams. You cannot just spend time on reading the BPP book here because that's not read around, that's read through. You will all agree with me, a BPP book takes a lot of time to read. And if you start reading it now, today, I think by the day of your exam, you will be reading the BPP book. And Lisa is saying, no, you cannot pass the paper by reading through. You can only pass the paper by reading around. A SMART course, practice, techniques, tips, and you pass. Read around. Now, last thing which I need to focus on, and I need to take on my Word file again, which is important now. Okay, I hope you can all see my Word file. Lisa Weaver is telling us read around the syllabus, right? Now, when she says read around the syllabus, so my priority is that you take the SMART course, right? And with the SMART course, you follow the tutor notes and the tutor Word files, which I will be sharing with every class. But something which I every time recommend students, something which is a must, the must is read all technical articles suggested by the tutor, because that's the perfect knowledge you're taking for the AAA paper. This is a must, yellow, must. I'll be showing you my Google Drive, right, which I've shared in the WhatsApp group prior to the start of the class. I'll be telling you that in my Google Drive, I have kept all the articles, block 1 articles, block 2 articles, block 3 articles, block 4. So you don't need to go and download them. They've been given to you. But you just need to take a printout of the articles and read them, because articles is the best source of knowledge, not the book. Because article is written by the examining team and the paper will be developed by the examining team, not by the BPP and Kaplan. So the perspective of the examiner is important, not the perspective of the book. Is everyone getting the clarity on read around the syllabus? SMART course, tutor notes, and the Word files must read all technical articles suggested by tutor, because that's where the knowledge will come from and that will refine you. But again, because it's a SMART course and you believe I've never passed my paper in AAA, sorry, I've never passed my papers in ACCA without a book reading, then you have to read it. What sort of a student you are? Have you ever passed a paper without a book or with book? If you have always passed a paper with book, then you have to read the book. And if you have passed a paper without book, then go without book. You have to take a decision. You might be a bookish student, you might not be a bookish student, you might be a creative student, you might be an intelligent student, or you might be a rote learned student. It's totally up to you. So I'm leaving the decision on you, but I've given you my word of advice very carefully, right? So must read all technical articles. Yes, one thing which I would suggest to all of you, ethics. For ethics, I will recommend all of you, because there are so many safeguards and so many ethical issues which the SMART course might not look into. So for ethics, I will recommend you that you should read the book only for 1 chapter. Ethics, read the book. So because you know all the ethical threats, you know all the ethical safeguards. For ethics, I'll recommend you read the book, not for any other topic, not for any other topic. Is that clear? And I think I've also recommended that if anyone wants to revise the financial reporting standards, you can revise from the last chapter of the Kaplan and BPP book. So that's one thing adding on, right? So is everyone clear on read around the syllabus? Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, moving towards the last thing now. Read around the syllabus and who use the sensible exam technique on the day of exam. Have I guided you the sensible exam technique on the day of exam? Sensible exam technique is time management. How much time you need to spend on question number 1? How much time you need to spend on question number 2? Sensible exam technique. Have everyone got that? Sensible exam technique? Sensible exam technique. Time management. 1/4 of the time, 3/4 of the time. Have I given you that sensible exam technique in my session today, everyone? Good, excellent. So is Lisa Weaver success formula clear to all of you? Because that is the formula which will help you pass your upcoming exams. Okay, that's good. Now, few of the last things before I wind up my orientation session. One thing is that I have shared with you my Google Drive, and I just want to guide you about my Google Drive, which is how you will be using it. So okay, can all of you see the Google Drive image in front of your screen now? Can you see my Drive Smart Course AAA incoming in front of your screen? Please do confirm that. Okay, that's great. Now, when you look at this Smart Course Google Drive, which has been shared with you, can you see the 4 blocks coming up? Can you see the 4 blocks coming here? Right? Block 1, notes and articles. You click on the block 1, notes and articles, you go inside, you find the articles to read and the notes, my notes for block 1. Now, I have updated the block 1 notes and I have put the block 1 notes in the folder. When you click on this block 1 notes, you go inside the block 1 notes and you will find the block 1 notes and articles in it, the articles to read. Same goes with block 2, block 3 and block 4. I have not uploaded the block 2 notes, block 3 notes and block 4 notes yet, but I'll be uploading the block 2 notes by Saturday. Then the block 3 notes comes later and the block 4 notes comes later as we are ready for those blocks. But currently the block 1 notes are available. But block 2 notes will be available from Saturday, 3 later, and 4 more later. Articles are all available. Block 1 articles are available, 2 are available, 3 are available, 4 are available. So you can take a printout, you can maintain a box file, and in the box file, you can put the dividers. Block 1 articles, block 2 articles, block 3 articles, and block 4 articles, and read them whenever we are covering a certain block in our smart course. Is that clear to everyone? So block 1, notes and articles, 2 notes and articles, 3 notes and articles, 4 notes and articles, right? But the notes for 2, 3, 4 are yet to be uploaded. 1 has been uploaded. Articles are uploaded for all. Then there is a past paper folder here. In this past paper folder, I have made the priority. When you go into the past paper folder, you will see the first priority and you will see the second priority. So you know, okay, these are the first priority past papers and these are the second priority past papers. Is that clear to everyone? Please waiting for your answers. Okay. And then I have included some audit report samples. We will be needing these audit report samples, but only when we start the block 3. So nothing to worry about them. This is something which I will be needing when I'm doing the block 3 audit report. And I need to share with you a sample report. So I've already included the sample reports there. Nothing to worry about. You can just take a printout of them and put them in your file. These are audit report samples, which will be utilized once we do the topic audit report. And then the orientation we are doing today, the orientation slides are over here. The slides I was using in the orientation, if you want to download them and take a printout, these slides are over here. And in the future, I'll keep uploading resources in the Google Drive, and I'll keep updating you in the WhatsApp group that I have uploaded a certain resource. So you know a resource is available now on the Google Drive. So this is the current Google Drive, but this Google Drive will look more healthy when the course starts rolling from Saturday, and more things will come to the Google Drive. But is everyone clear with the structure and the usage of the Google Drive, taking a printout, maintaining a file? Is everyone sound on that? Okay, that's great. Okay, now a few of the last things. Just 1 minute. Okay, now moving back to my Word file for one last thing. I hope you can all see my Word file in front of your screen, which you've used today. You'll be getting this. Okay, I've already informed you of the financial reporting standards today in my session and how you go about preparing it. But I just need to guide you on few very important things, right? Number 1, every time an examiner writes an article on a new article, right? Or examiner writes an article on a current issue. I make a video of that and I put it on my YouTube channel. And because it's a smart course, And if something has already been done by me and it's available, so I will not be putting time on it in my Smart course, because if something is available and you can access that, it is time saving. Now, in the last couple of months, there was a current issue, which is now no more a current issue because it has already been examined. But as a student, you should know about it. There was a current issue known as data analytics. And the examiner wrote an article on data analytics. And in the last few exam sittings, examiner has tested data analytics for 5 to 10 marks. But still, you should read the article on data analytics. And you should watch my video on data analytics on my YouTube channel. The link of that YouTube link, the YouTube link is given. So you just copy this hyperlink and put it in the browser and you access the article on data analytics. See, data analytics is an emerging issue. It can come back in September 21 or December 21. You should have an idea of data analytics. You cannot just ignore saying, oh, it has come in the past papers. No, it's an emerging issue. And we know the future is data analytics. So when the future is data analytics, you should spend time on it. There was another article recently, which I've covered in my June 21 webinar. There was a recent article, revision in the code. It was examined in the last exam sitting, the June 21 exam sitting, which just held a couple of weeks ago. Examiner asked an 8 marks question on revision in code after he wrote an article. So this revision in code, I have conducted a video on a revision in code on my YouTube channel. You can watch it and you can read the article, read revision in code as well. So you can download the article data analytics and then watch my video on YouTube. You can download the article revision in code and watch my YouTube video on that. So these are two areas which have come recently in terms of current issues. They can come in future exams. They can come in future exams. If any new article comes from now onwards, I'll be doing another video on that. But these are previous ones which I've already covered, and I don't want to spend time on them in my Smart course. I really want it look like Smart, not repeating things. Then there was another recent article. This is not a current issue, right? There was a recent article which pertains to the block 1. And this pertains to the syllabus area A, which you have to do yourself, right? Because you will be getting the pre-recorded lectures of syllabus area A, the block 1, right? So when you are covering the block 1, you need to ensure that when you cover the block 1, you read an article on group audit, which was a recent article exploring the knowledge of group audit. And I've covered a YouTube video on group audit, which is very extensive, and it will help you understand the knowledge you need to pass the AAA paper. So there are two current issues which have come in past papers, but are still very important: data analytics and revision in codes. You need to spend time on them, download the articles and explore my YouTube videos. But there was a recent article on group audit, not recent as in like last 6 months. It came, I think, 6 months ago, and it was even examined. And I did a video on that. So you can benefit from this video on group audit, and you can explore this. So is that clear to everyone? The 3 YouTube videos, one on data analytics, one on revision in codes, and one on group audits. Will you explore these hyperlinks over the next 7 days, 10 days? Exploring. And please ensure that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. You are focusing on it because I keep updating things on the YouTube channel, and you will find amazing stuff about AAA on my YouTube channel as well, right? If you have not yet subscribed to my channel. So recent current issues, but please focus on them, and a recent article, the group audit. So that's one thing I need to guide about, because I will not be covering data analytics, revision in the code, and the recent articles, right? So you need to spend time yourself here. Right. And the last thing, you know, the AAA is now a computer-based exams. I hope in all the countries where you are from, mostly students are from Pakistan and India. You might be from elsewhere as well. The exams for AAA are no more pen and paper. They are computer-based exams, right? So when the paper is a computer-based paper, I'll be doing practice on the platform as well, and I'll be guiding you about the platform. But I have already done so much efforts on guiding students about the platform for the June exams, and I want you to spend time on it before Saturday. I've given you 2 links here. You can see this. And in these 2 links, I have guided students about how you go about the practice platform which ACC has given you, how you do the paper on the practice platform, and how you make use of the blank workspace given to you by ACCA. So I would prefer that in the next 10 days, as we build up this course, you are very familiar with the practice platform and the blank workspace on which you need to do the papers in future. And you will be doing your assignments even on the blank workspace, and you will be emailing me the assignments done on the blank workspace, because that will increase your typing speed. That will give you the right amount of confidence on taking papers on the practice platform, and preparing yourself for a computer-based exam. So will you all be watching the videos on the computer-based exams and how to handle the practice platform and the blank workspace in the next 7 to 10 days? So you ideally know how to handle it. Because see, this is a smart course. I'll be doing practice on the blank workspace. I'll be doing practice on the practice platform. But the do's and don'ts of the practice platform, you should do this, you should not do this. I don't want to waste time on that. So how to use a calculator, how to use an Excel, how to use a Word file, every such thing has been guided. So I just don't want to spend time on that. I've given you the 2 hyperlinks here. And if you're giving computer-based exams, which most of the students are giving in Pakistan and India, then please go down with it. So there are 2 YouTube videos on computer-based exams. There is a video on data analytics, a video on revision in code, a video on a group audit, which you have to explore, and then the financial reporting standards that you have to carry out. So this Word file will be shared with you. Take a printout and make a box file. Make a box file on a class by class basis. Take a printout, maintain a proper box file, because that's very important. If you organize yourself, you will pass the AAA paper. So I hope you got plenty of things around the orientation today. And I hope this orientation must have benefited you today. Right? So I hope this orientation of the SMART course must have benefited you. I hope you must had a lot of doubts and queries and confusions when you joined the session 90 minutes ago. And when after 90 minutes now, you must be feeling yourself relaxed, and you must be saying, we have joined the right course. We have joined the right course for September 21 exams. So I hope you must have got a lot of ideas around AAA, a lot of focused around AAA, how the SMART course works in the Google Drive, the articles, the YouTube videos, how to go about the financial reporting standards, why students fail in the AAA paper, and lots of more things must have come across your way in the last 90 minutes, right? So are you all confident, motivated, happy to be on board this SMART course, the AAA SMART course? So did you all enjoyed the session today? I hope there was nothing boring in the session today. It was the communication which I had with you was clear, was concise, was to the point, and you really enjoyed the last 90 minutes of the session. Right. Okay, so the recording of the session will be available in the next 24 to 48 hours. You will be getting access to the recordings. I'll be guiding you on that. All of you will be getting an email which indicates your login and password through which you can access the recordings. I'll be guiding you that on the WhatsApp group, nothing to worry about. Recordings will be given to you, and the mechanism of sharing the recordings will be shared with you on the WhatsApp group, nothing to worry about that. Recordings and every word file I write in the class will be shared with you, because that's for you. So thank you very much for participating in my first live orientation and my first live class of this AAA SMART course, which I've exclusively thought of, exclusively designed. And this course is being parallel being offered by the Zivet College in India, by the PAC College in Lahore, by the Tabani College in Karachi, and through my own platform, Online Learning, Online Lecturers Academy globally. So this is an idea which I thought of, and this is an idea which I believe will help students to pass the AAA paper, of having the live classes, but yet the recordings will be available. Thank you so very much that you have participated so committedly in the session 1 today, and your participation was very, very meaningful for me, and your support and your stay in the session was so very good for me. So I'm signing off as a tutor, and wish you all a very best of luck for your exams coming up in September and December. And we'll see you back with another live class on Saturday. Thank you so very much. Take good care of yourself. Have a nice day ahead. I'm Kashif Kamran signing off from this AAA orientation. Thank you. Goodbye.